The great sage equal to heaven, son Wukong, had a grand title but no real duties. He lounged in his Ch.5 mansion, eating 3 meals a day and sleeping soundly each night. Free and restless, he wandered the celestial palaces, greeting the 3 pure ones as old friends and bowing to the 4 emperors as your majesty. Every star god and heavenly general was his sworn brother. But not everyone in heaven admired the Monkey King's carefree ways. One morning during the Jade Emperor's audience, the immortal Su Jingyang stepped forward from the ranks of gods and bowed low. Your Majesty, he warned, this Monkey King idles about, befriending every star and constellation without regard for rank. I fear that idleness breeds mischief. Give him a duty, lest trouble find him first. The Jade Emperor considered this counsel wise. He summoned son Wukong at once. The monkey bounded forward, grinning broadly. Your Majesty, what promotion or reward awaits old son? He asked eagerly. The Jade Emperor shook his head with a faint smile. I see you have nothing to do. I entrust you with a task. Manage the heavenly peach garden. Tend it with care, morning and night. Wukong bowed joyfully and withdrew. Unable to contain his excitement, Wukong rushed straight to the peach garden to inspect his new domain. The local earth god blocked the gate and challenged him. Where does the great sage go? Wukong puffed out his chest. By the Jade Emperor's own decree, I am the new keeper of this garden. I come to survey it. The earth god bowed hastily and summoned every gardener and laborer spirit to kneel. Wukong stepped through the gate and gasped. Before him stretched row upon row of magnificent peach trees, their branches heavy with fruit, their blossoms blazing like fire against the sky. Ripe peaches hung low like brocade balls, while fresh blossoms clustered thick as rouge on every limb. Some fruits blushed wine red and ready. Others hung green and firm, still clinging to their stems. Exotic flowers carpeted the ground beneath them. The earth god explained, the garden holds 3,600 trees. The first 1,200 bear small fruit, ripening once every 3,000 years. Those who eat them gain immortality and a body light as air. The middle 1,200 ripen every 6,000 years. Eat one and you soar among the clouds, never aging. The last 1,200, with purple veins and golden cores, ripen every 9,000 years, granting lifespan equal to heaven and earth themselves. Wukong's eyes gleamed with barely contained greed. He inventoried every tree, inspected every pavilion, then returned to his mansion. From that day forward, he visited the garden every few days, wandering among the trees, no longer socializing with his heavenly friends, no longer roaming the palaces. The peach garden had become his private paradise, and his patience would not last long. One morning, Wukong noticed that half the peaches on the oldest trees had ripened to perfection. His mouth watered, but the earth god, the laborer spirits, and his own mansion attendants hovered nearby, watching his every move. He devised a scheme. All of you, wait outside the gate. I wish to rest a while in the pavilion, alone. They withdrew obediently, and the monkey grinned. The moment they disappeared, Wukong tore off his official robes and crown, scrambled up the largest tree, and plucked the ripest peaches he could reach. Perched among the fragrant branches, he bit into one after another, juice running down his chin and chest, savoring every sweet mouthful. He ate until his belly was round and tight, then leapt down, straightened his clothes, and called his attendants back as though nothing had happened. Days later, the Queen Mother of the West prepared her grandest celebration, the peach banquet of the immortal feast. She threw open the doors of her jeweled pavilion above the jasper pool and commanded her 7 fairy maidens, robed in red, blue, white, black, purple, yellow, and green, to take their flower baskets to the peach garden and gather the finest fruit for the feast. The 7 fairies floated to the peach garden gate, baskets in hand, only to find the earth god, the labor of spirits, and the Ch.5 mansion officials standing guard. "We come by the Queen Mother's own command to gather peaches for the banquet," the fairies announced. The earth god raised his hand. "Hold, fair ones. This year is different. The Jade Emperor has appointed the great sage to oversee this garden. We must inform him before opening the gates." "Where is the great sage?" the fairies asked impatiently. The earth god scratched his head. "He is inside the garden. He said he was tired and went to rest in the pavilion." The fairies pressed forward. They searched the pavilion, the paths, the groves, but found only Wukong's robes and crown draped neatly on the railing. The monkey himself was nowhere to be seen. They circled the garden, calling his name, but no answer came. What the fairies did not know was that the great sage, having stolen his fill of peaches, had used his transformation magic to shrink himself to the size of a finger. He lay curled among the dense leaves at the very top of the tallest tree, fast asleep, a half-eaten peach still clutched in his tiny paw. The warm breeze rocked the branch gently, and the Monkey King snored contentedly, hidden from every searching eye. The 7 fairies conferred in growing alarm. "We were sent by the Queen Mother herself. How can we return empty-handed?" The banquet could not proceed without the peaches. It was the central event of the celestial calendar, attended by every major god and immortal in heaven. To fail this errand would be an unimaginable disgrace. A celestial attendant standing nearby urged them on. "You bear the Queen Mother's decree. Do not hesitate. Enter and gather." But when the fairies finally entered the deepest grove to pick the finest peaches, they froze in shock. The ancient trees, the 9,000-year grove with its purple-veined fruit, stood nearly bare. The best peaches were gone, plucked clean from every reachable branch. Only a few undersized fruits clung to the highest twigs, far out of reach. The 7 maidens stared at the stripped branches in horror, their baskets empty, their faces pale. The great sage had stolen the immortality peaches, heaven's most precious treasures, and no one yet knew the full extent of his crime. The Queen Mother's banquet hung in peril, while a sleeping Monkey King, no bigger than a thumb, dreamed innocent dreams among the leaves.